Welcome to The Explainer. Getting your driver's license is literally one of the most unforgettable milestones in life, right? I mean, it means freedom, independence, and finally hitting the open road. But before you can just cruise down the highway, there's a vital first step we gotta tackle in Wisconsin: securing your Class D instruction permit.
So are you ready to hit the road in Wisconsin, but maybe you're just not sure exactly where to start? Well, you are in the right place, because today we're going to discover absolutely everything you need to know to get your learner's permit. Seriously, don't let the bureaucratic maze overwhelm you. I am going to walk you through a super clear step-by-step guide so you can confidently take the wheel.
Okay, let's dive right into our roadmap for today. We're going to cover requirements and eligibility, study and preparation, the DMV application process, driving rules and restrictions, and finally, your next steps to success. Section 1, Requirements and Eligibility. Before you go wait in any long DMV lines, let's actually figure out if you're eligible. Wisconsin uses a graduated driver licensing system, which basically means teens and adults have very different prerequisites. If you're under 18, you can apply as early as 15 years old. But there's a catch. You must be actively enrolled in a certified driver's ed course. The cool thing is you can actually start that course at 14 and a half. You'll also need an adult sponsor, like a parent or a guardian, and you gotta be enrolled in high school or an equivalent program. Now, if you're 18 or older, the path is a whole lot more streamlined. No driver's ed or adult sponsor needed, but you absolutely must provide proof of your Wisconsin residency. Now, regardless of how old you are, this whole shebang starts with Form MV3001. This is the official Wisconsin driver license application, and it's literally the foundational paperwork for the entire process. If you're under 18, pay super close attention here, because this is a really common mistake. This form absolutely must be signed by your driver's ed instructor to certify your enrollment, and it also needs a signature from your adult sponsor. Seriously, do not head to the DMV without these signatures, or I promise you they will turn you right back around. Okay, gathering your paperwork is a totally critical step. And let's be real, the DMV absolutely loves their paperwork. You're going to need proof of your name and date of birth, identity verification, citizenship or legal status, and your social security number. And like we just mentioned, if you're 18 or older, you also need proof of Wisconsin residency, like a recent utility bill or a bank statement. The golden rule to remember here: bring original documents. We're talking certified U.S. birth certificates, valid passports, original social security cards. Photocopies will absolutely not be accepted. It is a fantastic idea to just put all these originals into a single folder so nothing gets lost on the big day. Section 2, Study and Preparation. Gathering those documents is really only half the battle. Next up comes the knowledge check, and you definitely want to be ready for it. Thankfully, you have some fantastic, completely free study resources at your disposal. Your absolute best friend during this phase is going to be the official Wisconsin Motorist Handbook. You'll want to read it cover to cover, paying special attention to the sections on right-of-way, traffic laws, and safe driving practices. Beyond the handbook, you should totally take advantage of the official DMV practice tests online. Plus, there are some great third-party apps out there like Zootobi and drivingtest.org that offer exam-like questions to really help you target any weak areas. So, why all this intense studying? Well, it all comes down to the number 50. There are exactly 50 multiple-choice questions on the official knowledge test. This isn't just some simple pop quiz. It's a really comprehensive assessment of your understanding of Wisconsin's traffic laws and safe driving habits. Oh, and right alongside this, there's also a separate highway science test. So the crucial point is that you need an 80% to pass. Let's break that math down. It means you have to answer at least 40 out of the 50 questions correctly on the main knowledge test. For the science test, which is a bit shorter at 15 questions, you need to get at least 12 correct. Taking all those practice tests we talked about is going to help you hit these targets with absolute confidence. So don't let the math intimidate you. You've totally got this. Section 3. The DMV application process. Think of the in-person DMV visit as the ultimate boss battle, where all your prep finally pays off. To keep it from feeling overwhelming, let's break it down into 3 manageable, chronological steps. First up, you submit your fully completed MV301 form and hand over all those pristine original documents. Second, it's game time. You take your tests. You'll need to pass a quick vision screening, the science test, and of course the 50-question knowledge test. Just a heads up, these knowledge tests are strictly walk-in only, so no appointment is necessary for this part. You just show up ready to rock. And third, once you crush those tests, you just pay your fee and take your photo. And speaking of the fee, here is exactly what you need to budget: $35. That is the flat cost of the instruction permit in Wisconsin. Whether you're a teen or an adult, you're going to pay this fee directly to the DMV once your application is approved and you've passed your tests. With that paid and your photos snapped, they'll hand you a paper receipt. That receipt actually acts as your temporary permit while the real physical card is being mailed out to you.
Section 4. Driving Rules and Restrictions.
Okay, so you've officially earned your permit. That's awesome, but it does come with some pretty strict legal responsibilities. You're a learner, and the state wants to make absolutely sure you are practicing safely. The supervision rules are incredibly specific. First and foremost, and this is a big one, never drive alone. You must always have a qualified supervisor in the front passenger seat next to you, and that supervisor must be a licensed driver with at least 2 years of driving experience. If the supervisor is a parent, a guardian, or your driving instructor, they have to be at least 19 years old. If it's any other authorized adult filling that role, they must be at least 21 years old. Next up, we really need to highlight passenger limits because this is a critical restriction where teens and parents often make some easily preventable legal mistakes. If you're a minor and you're driving with your parent or guardian as the supervisor, you are allowed to have other immediate family members in the vehicle. But under literally any other circumstances, no passengers are allowed in the backseat. It's just you and your qualified supervisor, period. The really good news here is that you have plenty of time to practice. Your instruction permit is valid for 12 full months. That gives you an entire year to gain real-world experience behind the wheel. You'll get to practice in different weather conditions and at different times of day, which is absolutely crucial for preparing you for the final road test. And hey, if you end up needing more time, don't sweat it. You can easily renew it for another year.
Section 5. Next Steps to Success.
Looking ahead, there is a pretty stark contrast in the mandatory requirements you have to hit before you can actually take your road test. And it all depends on your age. For teens under 18, you must hold your permit for at least 6 months. During that waiting period, you've got to complete 50 hours of supervised practice driving, with 10 of those hours specifically happening at night. On top of that, your driver's ed completion has to be on file with the DMV. Now, for adults 18 and over, the holding period is dramatically shorter. It's just 7 days. You are expected to complete 30 practice hours, again with 10 of those being at night, before you're eligible to take that road skills test. So let's map out this whole process. Here's a snapshot of your complete financial and chronological journey. You start by getting your permit, that's paying the $35 fee and passing those knowledge tests. Then you move into the practice driving phase, where you complete your required hours and wait out your holding period. When you're finally ready, you take the road test, which comes with a $15 testing fee. And if you pass that, boom! You pay a $28 license fee to finally get your probationary license. It's definitely a journey, but breaking it down step by step like this shows you exactly what to expect.
Before we wrap this up, I want to give a quick but super important disclaimer. Always check the latest updates and regulations from the Wisconsin DMV, because specific requirements, fees, and procedures can and do change over time. Rules can shift, so just do yourself a favor and double-check the official Wisconsin DOT website before you head out the door.
So what does this all mean for you? Well, you've got the roadmap now. You know the requirements, you know the fees, and you've got the study strategies down. So what is your first step to getting behind the wheel? I really encourage you to take action today, whether that means enrolling in a driver's ed course, starting to gather up those original documents, or just opening up that motorist handbook for the first time. The open road is waiting for you, so go get started.